if you always pursue that thing which makes you happier, the thing that makes you burn inside you for the ambition that you have, the projects that you see on the horizon, the dreams that you hope to achieve, if you keep your eye on them, and not just on the dream itself, because if you obsess about the dream and what it will mean when you get there, you'll ignore all of the obstacles on the path. Like, really focus on the whole picture of everything. If you're trying to do something and you're constantly met with failure, or your friends don't believe in you, or your family doesn't believe in you, then those are obstacles that are on your path to your goal. And you need to see the whole picture. You need to realize that some dreams carry a heavy price, but if they're worth it, then nothing can stop you.
It's easy to embrace hopelessness when things seem insurmountable. It's actually just a matter of time until all of the elements come together for things to be all right. I mean, I believe that, most difficult situations will resolve themselves if you are persistent and if you don't give up entirely. And that's what I never did. I never gave up.
It's either all or nothing in the game I'm in. If you're not training twice a day, if you're not dedicated, you're not going to go anywhere. So,
what is your dream?
My dream is to be world champion, have more money than I know what to do with, and have a great life for my kids, my grandkids, everyone in my family, everyone that's come up with me.
There's purity in physical pursuits, right? Because it doesn't matter what your social status is. It doesn't matter how people perceive you. When it comes down to how long can you stay in that pool, when it comes down to how far can you run, right, when it comes down to how much can you push yourself past the part where you want to quit, right, how far can you keep going, there's a purity in that it dissolves social order, all that bullshit, what people think about you goes out the window. It's who are you right now?
And I look at it as psychological warfare. And that's where I started learning that life is one big psychological warfare that you play on yourself. The most important conversation I ever had is with myself.
Always know what your action is, because then when you come in the morning confident, or when you come in the morning and you can't hit your ass with both hands, you know what to do. Just boil down what it is you're doing, whether there's a camera around or just what am I doing today. Today I'm showing up and I'm trying to be honest, listen and learn.
I just took full advantage of it. I mean, even though it wasn't the end of my struggle, I made the best use of that time that I could, because they say if you don't do the time will do you.
Now, the difference between a dream and a goal is a timeline and accountability.
Yeah, accountability is gigantic.
You got to have somebody, whether it's yourself or a friend or somebody, that's going to say, look, did you do what you said you were going to do by this time? And if you don't, hold your feet to the fire. Because, just sitting around dreaming someday, someday I'm going to get a different job. Someday I'm going to change this. Well, someday ain't a day of the week. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look on your calendar. Some days not on there. So you got to say, okay, I'm going to take this small step by here, this small step by there, this small step by there. And then pretty soon, we don't leap tall buildings in a single bound. We take it a floor at a time.
I ran those 6 or 8 lines I had 1,000 times, lying in bed over and 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 over again. It was one little mosaic after the next, and it was a piece of work I was doing.
This concept of things just sort of falling into place, I'm a big believer in that too.
Yeah.
What is that though? Is that you getting out of your own way? Like what is that?
Isn't that 70% of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's 70% maintenance of what can I do to do my part to stay out of the way. And then the other part, I always think of it as like this little super thin, invisible thread. But you can feel the tug, and you just you have to be really gentle, and you have to pause when agitated, and you have to go for it when there's 4 walls in here, which one has the map behind it? It's that one. And you knock down the wall and it's there.
Every morning, every day of our lives, we have choices to make. You have the choice to stay in bed, to say, forget it, I'm not gonna work out today, or forget it, I'm not gonna work hard today. You always have a choice every single day of your life. No one cares what you did yesterday. You gotta change your dialogue. Yeah, used to be mentality. Today's another day. Today's another day that I'm faced with another choice to make. So I'm making the choice again to put my shoes on early in the morning and get active again.